evening. It is disturbingly close to Christmas. Like, I can't even believe how close to Christmas it is. We're like under a week now till Christmas. I just went out, did all my Christmas shopping, got the last one of the thing that I was searching for. I can't say what I was searching for because I'm pretty sure my little cousins watch my YouTube videos and can't give it away. In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn yourself into the ghost of Christmas present, which actually, if you wanted to go pretty intense with your Christmas makeup, you actually could wear this face look. It is wearable. Just depends how intense you want to go with your face. That's all. I still have glitter like all over my beanie. Which, by the way, in case you're wondering, this room is still, I got a lot of the glitter cleaned up from the last video, but not all of it. If you enjoy this video or any of my Christmas videos, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you have the little bell notification turned on so you know when I post a video. It's been a while since I've done like an actual beauty look. I don't think it really matters the order that you do this, as long as you do it. Should have the same outcome. First, going to fill in my eyebrows. I just use a pencil to fill in my eyebrows. I don't go into the 50 million thousand products for my eyebrows. You may do as you wish. I might end up filling them a little bit thicker later on, but for right now, we're just going to leave it at that. I'm then gonna go ahead and apply eye primer to both eyelids. I'm just making this up as I go along. So, I'm then going to apply a base color eyeshadow on my lid. And then I'm probably gonna stick very much to the Naked Cherry palette because it has a lot of pink tones in it. I'm going to use a little bit of like a medium pink in my crease and then gradually make that darker. All just kind of staying within the palette. Knowing the rest of what I want to do for the rest of the look, I'm also going to take some like legit red eyeshadow and just add that in my crease and blend that in with the other colors. Now I also know that I want to incorporate gold, so I think I'm going to add this gold eyeshadow from MAC. It's called Make a Wish on my eyelid. But underneath that, I'm also going to give it a little base of a gold eyeshadow, even though these are pretty pigmented because I used this in my last look as well. The silver though, not the gold. Oh yeah, that definitely didn't need a base, lol. I'm then gonna hop around a little bit and add my foundation on and a little bit of concealer where I need it, which is mainly this giant vein that likes to hang out underneath my eye before finishing the rest of my eye. Which also for my foundation, I pretty much just use foundation and squish it on my face and then powder it. Easy. To finish up my eyes, I'm also going to continue this same like dark cherry. I'm only calling it cherry because from the cherry palette. Whatever, it's called Devilish. And I'm just gonna apply it right underneath my lower lash line. I'm also gonna add a little bit of brown just to darken up my outer corners. I'm then gonna go ahead and add brown eyeliner and see how I feel about it. You could definitely add black if you're gonna be wearing this to like your Christmas party, this and that, but I'm gonna go with brown just based on the rest of the look that I'm planning on doing. Now I want this look to be very nice and lovable, warm feeling. I do have natural freckles that are like right on my nose and in my cheeks as long as I'm in the sunlight, but I'm in a sunny state right now. But since they've been covered up, I can either draw them in or I can just take off part of my foundation here. I'm equally going to take off part of my foundation here and then go in and just trace them. And I'm going to do this using an eyebrow marker. Equally, I'm also going to make some of them look more fake than they do real because I want them to be very like visible for this character. I'm then going to add a good amount of blush to both cheeks because I want it to just be very jolly. I also added a little blush to my nose and then a little bit just kind of scattered around my face. Now for my lips, unfortunately, I do not have a red lipstick with me, so I'm going to be using red body paint, but I'm going to give it a base of Whisper from Nude Sticks just to start. And the reason I want to show you guys a nude lip also is because if I were wearing this out, this is how I would wear it. I don't normally wear red lipstick out, but if you were to wear red lipstick, this is what it would look like. As long as it has more of like a purpley tone in the lipstick itself, but this is body paint. For my body of Christmas present, I wanted to do more of like a beautiful type poinsettia just kind of draping down my chest. So I'm first going to fill in the pattern of the poinsettias using an eyebrow marker. And then I'm going to take some light brown eyeshadow and just outline around all of the outlines of every poinsettia. It's going to look a little confusing for right now, but it's going to create a nice base shadow before we go ahead and add the rest of the color in the flowers. It's going to feel really dark right now, but we're also going to add a very light black, very dark gray, however you want to describe it. More of a charcoal kind of color towards the inner parts where it is touching more towards the flower, if that makes sense. Where the darker shadow would be. I may end up even darkening it up even more after I put the color on anyways. I'm then going to fill in all the flowers using a darker red. It might get a little confusing because there's so many parts to each flower, but that's okay. And you know what, looking at it, it might be easier for me to explain one at a time for you guys, or else I think you're gonna be a little overwhelmed seeing so much red. I'm then gonna go in using a lighter red mixed with white to add the highlights to all the areas of the flowers on each petal to separate everything. Now going back and mixing together that dark red and black, I'm going to make a darker red to create all the shading in between the petals. I'm then going to take a little bit of black eyeshadow and darken up those sections, as well as go back with the same highlight color and re-highlight the outer edges. And then just add the center of the poinsettia, which is more of like a golden color. You can then fill out the rest of the poinsettias you have drawn, doing it the exact same way, but making sure that when you add these flowers underneath, you're also going to create the shadow that's underneath the flower that's above it. In other words, when you paint your other flowers, make sure you shade the flower that is above that flower. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I did one flower at a time. You guys would have been confused. I'm then just going to add a little bit of leaves in some spots using a darker green body paint and a lighter green body paint just to tie in, because I'm also going to have a green headpiece and because poinsettias have leaves. I actually just ended up using one green and adding a lot of water in some spots and not a lot of water in other spots to make it look more like watercolors. I ended up liking the way that it looked, so I just kept that. I'm then going to apply fake eyelashes, recurl my hair a little bit because I want it to be more fluffy, and grab my headpiece. For my headpiece, I just got like the cheapest garland that I could find, tied it around my head, and then I also found little ornaments and stuff to just kind of stick in there to make it more of like, you know, a pretty headpiece, not like cheap garland just stuck around my head, which is exactly what it is, but it looks nice. In case you missed the Ghost of Christmas Past, I will link that somewhere around the video. And now I'm off to go take pictures and eat an enchilada. Goodbye.